Hi guys, if you have an FX30, an FX3, or an FX6, you may want to update your camera and install this new app from Sony. Oh, look at that, it spun. It was upside down and now it's right side up. This is the Monitor and Control app, and it is a full-fledged monitor here on your phone or your tablet, obviously wireless, and you can also control. That's the control part. You can do things like controlling your focus right here along with many other settings. And for you A1 and A7S III owners, I have good news. This is coming to your cameras as well in a few months. But anyway, let's talk about it. So I'm going to screen record this mamma jamma right here, but first let's check out the lag. That's not too bad for a wireless app. That is not too bad at all. Now, of course, this is a wireless app. It's not going to replace any of my HDMI monitors, but sometimes you don't have your HDMI monitor with you. So I'm very glad that this functionality is here, even if it isn't as perfect as an actual HDMI monitor. But this actually does have more functionality than most HDMI monitors. Let me just show you right now. I will go over to the focus control. I will turn autofocus assist on. And now look at this. I can just override that focus and change the focus on the autofocus. And I can also just switch that over to manual focus just in general and do that like I want. But let's go back to autofocus, and we will turn autofocus assist off, and I'll go back to my eye autofocus. I can change my focus area to zone, center, wide, you know, the focus areas for Sony. And now this I like a lot. You can turn off the face eye autofocus priority. So if you want to track objects, you want to turn that off, because if you have eye priority on when you're tracking an object, it'll switch back to your eye. So my touch functionality is now on tracking. So if I try to track, I can just press and hold, and now it's tracking this light. That is what I pressed to hold, and see, and now it's over there. Now if I press on my dumb face, I am back. But I'm going to turn face and eye priority on because I want this autofocus glued to my gorgeous baby blues. And there's the autofocus transition speed, autofocus sensitivity. There is just so much that you can do. Here's these bar settings here. Now you can change the meters to feet if you are someone in the United States and you don't do our system. And then the detection, you just red or white. So what color you want the box. Oh, I still have tracking on my dumb face here. I will cancel the tracking and turn it back to regular eye autofocus. You see the red record button there. Of course, if I press that, I would stop recording, and that would be dumb to do right now. And also up here, you can lock the screen. So up in the top right hand corner, you just lock the screen, and now whatever I touch, I won't screw up any settings. Let's unlock that right here. Of course, I can flip the image around for whatever reason, if you'd like to do that. And now we'll leave the actually, you know what? We won't leave here, because we'll go to the tools here. We have waveform, which you can move around your screen and you can expand it so you can make it different sizes. That is very cool. And you can do the same thing with the histogram. So just move it around, resize it, do things like that. And then we have also false color. False color right here on my iPhone as I'm looking at my FX30. Oh, one thing, Sony, I wish you would add is zebras. I like to use zebras when I am looking at my exposure. Please add that in the app. I am sure you will. Now that I said it, I am a big influencer after all. So now I will go back to the basic control settings. So on the basic control, you still have your red record button. You have your white balance, which you can move manually with the Kelvin, or you can switch to one of the presets of all of the white balances there on your Sony camera, including any that you have put in the custom settings. You can change your f-stop, and you can just, make that let's close her down. Oh, nice and dark here. Let's go back to 1.4 to get that blurry background. You can, of course, change your ISO, your shutter speed. Now, this is the zoom. You wanted to do the old clear image zoom. Then you can just zoom in right here. Oh, we're getting nice and close and cozy. Now, let's get back out of there. Zoom off. The shooting look. So right now, my display LUT is on. I am using a leaming LUT. You can turn that off or on. You see how gray and washed out that gets with you do. And the recording format, right here, you'd be able to change that if I wasn't recording. And then, so some of these will be grayed out because I'm actually recording, but you can switch the all of these, the metering modes. You can do switch clear image zoom to optical or digital zoom. You can do the variable shutter on or off. You can change which mode you're in, aperture priority, shutter priority with the PASM dial. And you can change the display speed settings to image quality priority, but I'm putting it on speed so that I will get less lag. And very cool. And also you can make your image full screen if you turn your phone horizontal and then press the full screen, and then you have the biggest image possible. So I think this is pretty awesome. I'm going to continue to use my HDMI monitors, but any extra functionality that I can get, I will take. And so I'm glad they're updating the FX30, FX3, FX6, and you A1 and A7S III owners, they say sometime in 2024 that functionality will be available, and they're going to try to add more cameras as time goes by. So I believe Sony is hearing the message that people want updates in their cameras, because they were sure to include that in their email blast this morning. They were like, hey guys, A7S III owners, don't you worry. We're going to put this in the camera. So I believe that their ears to the ground and they're hearing the voices of the people. And hey, if you want to get a good tripod, a nice travel tripod for one of your Sony cameras, why don't you check out this video right here? I just did it yesterday, and I think it's a pretty good video about travel tripods. If you're interested in that, go check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye. And you know what? I'm going to end the recording by pressing stop on the phone right now.